Hi guys, welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Monday the 12th of June. So before we get into the main video, I just want to go over our positions. I've banked some of the positions now, so I just want to go over those. And yeah, looking good. Had a nice healthy profit. Took one a little bit too soon, however the confluence went away, so I did take a move about break even. So first of all, we're going to start off with Euro Aussie. This was probably the cleanest move of them all. We got triggered in at the 1.61 handle just through here, so you can see all the way down pretty much to our towards our targets. Managed to bank 177 pips on this move to the downside. I was going to leave this open. Our full target was the 1.59 handle, but as you can see, the euro has left the day trading tables here, so I've banked the move there. Doesn't mean that the market isn't going to continue to move down, because we do have the Australian dollar as a strong currency here, but you know, Monday morning, I don't want to get involved with any kind of pullbacks here at the moment. So happy to bank that one. Left it to run obviously over on Friday over the weekend, and yeah, this one's coming really nicely. I actually banked Euro CAD at break even pretty much. Well, it was about five pips in profit in the end. Again, same reasons. It's left the day traders table, so there's no point holding on to this one now. Our stop losses were above these highs anyway. We were up 70 pips or so on this one, and looking back, probably should have managed the position a little bit better here before price spiked up into the resistance zone. But it's a good job we had our stops above this area, used ATR on the stops with chart partner, which we'll go over to the analysis charts in a moment. But yeah, price did go in our favor slightly. It did come back, did go into about 30 pips of profit, but when I got to the charts, I saw the Euro CAD was no longer on the tables apart from the trend traders, but it had no confluence there from a day trading point of view, so I exited the position. One pair I probably could have left open was Aussie Swiss, but again, just keeping it very honest with you guys. Closed the position after the video the other day on Friday for about 2 pips of profit, and you know, reason being is because the Swiss franc actually left the weak side of the day traders table and it actually appeared on the strong side of the day traders, which is a potential signal that the Swiss franc could have got stronger. What we did discuss in that video was the fact that if Aussie had also left, it would have been a nothing trade anyway. And however, if you have left this position open, you're about 53 pips to the good now. Aussie Swiss is on the day traders, so you can still hold this one at the moment. And for me personally, you know, I haven't lost anything. You know, we haven't lost anything on this trade. We've gained something. If anything, we can just look for another position potentially into another area of resistance now. So no harm done there. We've banked 177 pips in total. If we want to be, you know, a little bit sort of aggressive about it, we've got 180 plus pips from those moves. Could have been better, obviously, but it also could have been worse. If the Swiss franc strength did come in and did take us down, then we would have been offside anyway. So some real good trades out there at the moment. I'm just going to flip over to our analysis charts, and I'll see you there in a second. So back on the analysis charts now, just looking at the potential for opportunities here, and it's what we're looking at today is going to be Aussie yen, because Aussie yen remains top of the trend traders. Aussie is the strongest on the day traders, with yen as the second weakest. So Aussie yen is definitely something we're going to be focusing on, especially because we're targeting this 95 area. If I just open this up a little bit more and just zoom out slightly, the 95 area is an area of target for us for being long anyway. So if you are still long this market from the other day, we were talking about getting long at the 93.13 handle or 93.15 handle, and if you were in that position, you're about 109 pips up with a 180 pip target. What I'll be doing is managing that position now. I'd bring my stop losses up. I'd maybe even try and track it with the moving average here, just to give you a little bit of an opportunity that if you do get price pulling back, you're going to be stopped out in some profit there. So that's something you can be looking into, or at least banking some of the position, moving your stop losses to break even. That's also a good opportunity as well. Now, if you're not in this position, we could look for another. I'm looking to see if price will pull back down to around about the 93.60 or even the 93.50 handle. You can see that we've got these kind of highs here, or it's a bit of a zone actually between the sort of highs there and that low that formed in the market. So somewhere in between here is the 93.50 handle. So I'm looking to see if price maybe will pull back into that area for another opportunity long. So the way I would look at that is an entry at the 93.50 handle. Our rolling ATR on chart partner is 86 pips. So if we bring that down into 86 pips, we've still got a really good risk reward ratio here, with the potential for a move up to that 95 handle. So that's going to be one of the entries I'm going to be looking at going into today. Now, another chart of interest that's highlighted here is pound against the yen. So if we flip over to pound yen, if I just grab the chart here, we can have a little look at pound yen. Now, pound yen is a little bit different. We've broken above some resistance levels recently. This 174 spot 50 handle on Friday. Today is looking to see if we continue that push to the upside. Otherwise, alternatively, if we look at the weekly and zoom right out, sort of the next area of interest is the 180 spot 75, which were the lows that formed back in the 30th of August 2015. So we haven't seen that for a very, very long time. 174.50, if I just zoom in a little bit here, were the highs that formed back in the 31st of July 2016, and price has already broken above that. So it's looking to see if we extend above the sort of zone here, and if it does, do we get towards those lows from 2015? And so it's going to be an interesting one to watch. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, yeah, you can see that price has tried to break above this morning. I wouldn't mind looking to see if price came back towards sort of the 174.50 handle. You can see it's used as resistance most recently. If I was to go down to the hourly time frame, again, you can kind of see how price has reacted in and around these points, for instance. So here and here. So, you know, maybe if price was to come back down towards that area, it might try and find some sort of buying potential again. So I think Aussie yen's looking the better out of the two, to be honest, with that potential gain. Obviously, Aussie the strongest currency. Aussie Swiss still remains as well. So if you were still long Aussie Swiss and you didn't get out, like I said before, you're probably around 52 pips up. And you could look for a potential other entry on this one. The only thing is we don't have the confluence with the Swiss franc yet. But if we did, and we saw the Swiss franc appear on the trend traders chart, or table, sorry, then we could be looking at maybe another entry down towards the 0 spot 607. You'd want a 49 pip stop loss, which brings you below these lows as well, which is great. Something like that could be on the cards for Aussie Swiss, but we need to wait for that Swiss franc to show us that it's coming onto the trend traders as well. So I'm gonna leave it there. Aussie yen definitely the one that's looking really good. We could have a look at pound yen entries as well on those pullbacks into that key level of support. Hope you enjoyed the video update, and I'll speak to you in the next one.